Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Zach Wyderko of Brighton Boys Cross Country. Hey, Zach, how are you?
I'm very good, Casey. How are you doing today?
Doing good. So, how's the summer going?
Summer's going great. We're training hard. We've got a pretty good turnout this summer, and we're very excited to sort of swing into the fall part of our season and start racing.
So, what's the biggest thing that you improved on this off season?
Um, the biggest thing I would say, that's a really interesting question. I think I'd like to say sleep maybe. I'm not that great at getting to bed and sort of um, getting a good sleep schedule, but I would say I've improved it pretty well and gotten some of the kinks out
Yeah.
compared to last year.
Yeah. It's always important to like make sure you go to bed at the same time, make sure you get up around the same time. It actually just helps like, being with just things I've learned throughout, my life and just other seminars I've been in and stuff. So, but anyway, it's just like, going to bed at, during the summer, usually you're in bed by, the earliest, I don't know what you got going on, but between probably earliest is 10 and, some people are staying up all the way till like 2 or 3 or 4, but and then getting up at like 11 or noon during that. But like, how important is that? If you figured out, are you consistently going to bed at the same time and getting up at the same time? And has that helped you become a better runner?
Well, the thing is like there's a sort of illusion when you're going to summer practices because we start in the morning, and so like you can't sleep in till 10, which means you can't stay up till midnight. And so you sort of feel like, it's summer, I can stay up late, but then you sort of have to remember practice practices next morning. So
Yeah.
you have to be there at 8.
Yeah.
So you have to go to bed.
Yeah. It's also good. It feels like, do you feel like you get more done in the morning? Like
I do.
better, like you get your workout done, you get up and do that? Because I've recently just learned that.
I think when I'm more awake, I tend to have more success in the things I want to achieve.
Yeah.
I know not everybody is like that. It's sort of a personal thing, but definitely for me, the morning is the time to be productive.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, coming into this year, you're a senior. You're also one of the captains on the team. What was that like to be one of the four people that will represent the boys team, one of the captains of the boys team this year?
Well, I feel very honored to have this opportunity to sort of not only, set the course for the team this year, but also sort of um, make sure that like all the future generations are able to keep doing what we're doing, compete at the highest level that we can, and you know, I'm very excited to sort of help that continue on. I've had some really great leaders, really great captains on the team throughout my years, and to see them sort of see what they do, and sort of we'll see how well I fill their shoes.
Absolutely. Okay. So, to be a part of the program, be a part of a program that's had a lot of success over the last couple of years, of course, a couple state championships a couple years ago. Yeah, I got to ask you what that's been like because you guys have been contending, you guys have been in the fight every single year for the last couple of years. I know obviously the job wasn't accomplished of winning it all, but what has it been like to just be consistently sending a team to states, performing very very well, up at the top 10 in the entire state? What has that been like to just be a part of?
Well, first of all, it's very exciting to be part of a team where like winning states is the goal. Like coming into high school, like the being able to feel that energy of like our job is to be like on top, not just like, oh, we're gonna place high at states. We're gonna win. That's the goal. And anything less is, well, that'll happen. We'll try again next year.
Yeah.
That mindset is incredibly powerful, and it's driven me personally to try and wake up every day and try to do the best I can to get there.
Yeah. Okay, I know you've watched a couple of these, so you probably know what question I'm going to ask next. What do you eat before a race?
Well, I'm sure there's a common response, but anything sort of carbs and protein.
Yeah, of course.
I think pasta is my go-to, but anything that has carbs and protein really. And then I it's not so much before race specifically, but ice cream at night has become a thing for me that I like to try to get a few more calories in,
Okay.
and it's especially tasty. It's one of my favorite foods. And then I sort of try to eat carbs throughout the day. Sandwiches. I like peanut butter sandwiches for just like carbs and protein again for the race. Mostly carbs, just making sure I have enough energy to compete. And then I like to get a little boost of caffeine before a race. I'll do a gel.
Yeah. Inquiring minds must know what's your favorite flavor of ice cream.
Chocolate chip cookie dough is my favorite flavor ice cream.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it is. Is there a certain brand that you get, or does it have to be this, or is it just okay? Any flavor of chocolate chip cookie dough made by any company is good with me.
I think well, I don't want to come across as a picky ice cream eater. Ice cream is very good in
There's nothing
all of
wrong
its
with
numerous
that.
forms. But man, I don't really have like I don't know a super big opinion on this, but Blank Slate makes like incredible ice cream. I'm not sure if they have a specific chocolate chip cookie dough flavor, but their ice cream in general is probably the best
Sounds good.
that I've had.
Nice. Um, okay, so I know obviously you guys have been practicing, you guys have been training. Official practices start Monday. But I gotta ask you, like, you know, I know you guys have gotten a big turnout this summer. What's it been like to get out there and just go out there and have fun? What's that been like going out and running and doing all that?
I've found it extremely rewarding to sort of um, go out there. Summer practices, I think, are one of the best sort of seasons. You can sort of group it into summer cross country, fall cross country, and then winter track and spring track. But man, when you're not in school and you get to run every morning, uh, I love it. It's like the best part of my day is going to practice and seeing the boys. Um, and I'm sure I'm going to remember it as one of the high moments of my high school career.
Yeah. Okay. Are you ready for senior? Can you believe that you're a senior?
I think I've been ready. Um, I'm not sure if I can quite believe it, but I'm definitely like mentally ready to sort of be move away from high school and see what the world is like, outside of Brighton. But man, it's in some ways it's been so fast, and just sort of thinking about just yesterday I was a sophomore and I didn't really know what championship season is like and that sort of thing. But yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah. Okay, we must get to we since this is your first time on here, we must get there is one more thing I do want to ask. Um, right before race, any superstitions?
Not really. I know Brady Matuszewski would hold, I think it was pennies in his hand, and he'd drop them at the mile mark or something like that. Like he'd have fistfuls of, I think it was pennies. He'd hold them, and but I don't, I don't, I don't do that sort of thing. Not at least in the past. Maybe I could try. Maybe I could try it, but I don't really have any superstitions. I do. Not really, not really. Just sort of go out and run.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Um, all right. Well, let's get to know you a little bit, Zach. How about that?
Let's do this.
Um, let's see. What is your what do you outside of running, outside of school, outside of anything, what do you like to do?
Um, Outside of school, I played Minecraft. Minecraft is pretty fun.
Yeah,
Um, I I think a lot of stuff like I'd be doing outside of running is with the same people I'd be running with. Um,
that would make
I
sense.
went I went disc golfing for the first time the other day.
Nice.
I'm not that great yet, but it's pretty fun. Um,
Yeah. Next, you should try golf.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Seem
You'll get really frustrated, but it's always good to try that thing. Um, yeah. Okay, do you have a favorite movie?
It's a good question. Um, I think Harry Potter, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, those are all pretty good.
And I think you would say Star Wars.
Yeah. Um,
Well, because the reason I ask is I know that Elsie's a big Star Wars guy.
yeah, just saying that to appease Elsie.
Yeah.
Um, no, but I think they're incredible movies.
Yeah, they are.
I'm trying to think. Um, Man, people ask me this question. I'm like, I don't know, whatever movie I thought was pretty good and I watched last. Recency bias is a big thing.
Yeah. I mean, I just watched the Superman movie, so that was pretty good.
I did as well. I like that movie.
That was pretty, yeah, it was pretty good. So,
I thought they did a good job making this unbeatable hero seem beatable, which was nice.
and then he comes in and beats everybody in the end.
I mean, it's a superhero movie. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. I've not seen Fantastic Four. Have you seen the F1 movie?
I have not seen either of those. No.
Yeah, you should go see that. It's pretty good if you get a chance. I know you're going to be pretty busy, but if you get a chance, go see that one.
All right.
So, do. Let's see. Best moment from your cross country career.
I don't know. Let's see. Cross country career. I feel like we've had some we've had some moments as a team where like I don't know, it's just like you're just with your friends and you're all doing what you love, and maybe that's like some Saturday long run, or maybe that's like you're at camp and you're just having a good time. Elsie made a fire or something like that. Um, I remember it's really hard to pick one. I remember like we after after states last year, and like we're all kind of bummed, and it's rough in some regards, but we got together and played some ultimate, and it's like this is like my family kind of, and we can sort of have fun even if we're not on top.
Yeah. And finally, what's an interesting fact people may not know about you?
I could pull the ice cream card, but let's see. I
Have you ever seen an ice cream truck?
uh I mean, there's not that many in Brighton, but I have in Livonia and
You know,
those places.
there are friends of mine that have never seen an ice cream truck ever, and they live in
Really?
yeah, they live in another state, so
Is that like that's not a Michigan thing though? It's
no,
like
it's an everywhere thing, but I've actually gone up to one and bought some when I was a kid. So
Yeah,
uh,
they were probably much more prevalent in the past.
yes, they are. But yeah, aren't you? You told me before you're a big Lego guy, right?
I definitely used to be more, but yeah, I dabble still, and mostly it's old sets that I have and that sort
Nice.
of thing. But yes,
Yeah. All right. Well, Zach,
all
thank you
right,
so much for coming on and talking with us. And let's do this again sometime. And best of luck during the season.
yeah, sounds good to me. Thank you very much, Casey.